would like to use this time to deliver bad information about our city because we are the biggest three cities in East Kalimantan that will be connecting to each other, especially from Balikpapan, new capital, IKN, Nusantara, and also as Samarinda. And here I would like to tell you about the profile of our city. Our width of the area is around 716.9 kilometers square. And also we have 10 districts and 59 sub-districts. And the capital city of East Kalimantan province, and as I have already told you, we've been declared as the new capital of Indonesia since 2019 by President Joko Widodo. And also, three cities come connected as the development approach, Samarinda, Nusantara, IKN, and Balikpapan. Our population is around 800,000 something. Men, women, you can see population growth, also you can see that. And it means that the heterogeneous city is, our city is called heterogeneous city, yeah? And then we can see the economic growth rate is 8.62 in 2023. Inflation rate, also you can see consumer price index, and also the majority are engaged in the trade and services sector. As UAE is a member since September 2023, will sign LOI with Xi'an municipality. Next. This is about the tourism attractions that we have. We have 7 nature tourism, 8 man-made tourism, 4 cultural tourism, and also religious tourism. Next. These are the facilities and also the infrastructures that we have. Of course, as the new capital, close to the new capital, we're not going to say that we have nothing. But as you can see, we have airports, 5 ports and tourism harbors, 23 hotels, 35 non-star hotels, 3 convention halls and sports halls, and malls and shopping centers, 210 dinners and restaurants, 5 tourism houseboats. So we have a longest number 2 river in Indonesia, which is 920 kilometers. Which is called Mahakam River. So this river split our city, and Mahakam River in the Sanskrit language, if you guys have already known, it comes from Sanskrit language means mother river. Because everything are so depending on this river, transportation, fishing, because we have a lot of fishermen also live around that area, and also all the things that we have is from the city. That's why this river is called Mahakam River or Mother River. Next. You can see also we have 2 prominent cultural festival of Dayak Kejak, which is migrated to Samarinda since 1971. Dayak Pampang is very famous. If you have already read that we have long earlobes men and women, which also has tattoo on all over of their body, that's there. Okay, the cultural village Pampang is an annual cultural festival which is held as Pampang Cultural Village birthday celebration as well as the post-harvest celebration as an expression of gratitude for the harvest they received. The activity lasts for 5 days with a series of activities starting from traditional ceremonies as well as performances of various dances and other cultural attractions. In 2023, the cultural festival was also attended by OICCA, or Organization Islamic Cooperation Culture Activity, delegations from 56 Islamic countries in the world. And one more, we have the Mahakam Festival, as I have already told you, we have the longest number 2 river in Indonesia, which is Mahakam. So it's one of the festival of the Samarinda City government events which has become an icon and annual agenda under the auspices of the Samarinda Sport, Youth and Tourism Department. This festival aims to explore, preserve, and promote the Mahakam River as a leading destination in Samarinda City in order to increase visit from foreign and domestic tourists. The 22nd Mahakam Festival in 2023 is believed to feature performances, music, dance, and cultural arts activities as well as water sports on the Mahakam River. Next. Okay, we have these 4 top attractions here. Next. The Mahakam River Tour is a tourism activity to enjoy the beauty of Samarinda City by cruising the Mahakam River up and down using a tourism houseboat. So once you come to Samarinda, you can use this houseboat to see how beautiful actually Samarinda City is from the route of houseboat. Next. Also from the man-made, we have Ulin Arya House. which becomes family recreation tourism destination, which provides various facilities such as swimming pools, outdoor areas, and mini zoos with unique collections and of flora and fauna. Next. This is the village that I told you, settlement of Dayak Kenyah. Since 1971, they have migrated to Samarinda. They come from North Kalimantan. And those people still preserve their culture, such as having long earlobes and tattooing their bodies, as well performing traditional dancing ceremonies. Because of the lack of the time, I think you guys can search in the YouTube, also in the internet, how it is look like actually, the long earlobes men and women. Next. Okay, this one is the grandest and second largest mosque in Southeast Asia, where tourists can see the beauty of Samarinda City through the Asmaul Husna Tower. That is the 99 good names of God, which height is also 99 meters. So this big mosque is also has capacity around 45,000 people can go inside of the mosque. Next.
Time.
Okay, this is the chart. I believe you guys can see by yourself the chart of tourist numbers from domestic and also the foreigners since 2001 until 2023. Next.
Time.
Okay, the sector contribution, as you can see, the PAD atau pendapatan asli daerah atau Samarinda original local government revenue in 2023, and also you can see the PDRD of us, Samarinda gross regional domestic product based on current price according to business development Samarinda City in 2023, as you can see from tourism sectors and also other sector. Next. This is the terrace of the Samarinda, where you can see Samarinda City will be